Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 22-yard line.
Already know I got
Operating from the gun, Leonard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Across midfield. He's on his way.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready, ready. Fight, black 40. Hut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. throw. Leonard escaping the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bobby Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Leonard. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Let's go. Set.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
now at the 33, 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Leonard. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, we saw plenty of throws like this on Saturdays in South Bend last year. This one results in a first down here.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
50, green.
Throwing, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Leonard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Third down and 1.
Let's go.
Open man is Ibuka. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. The Buccaneers at 13-3 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Johnson's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
The contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Point it right, 180! What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Pistol.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by, and he returns it to the end zone. Fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets him.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Set, ready. Blue 32. Set.
Now Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Cut.
To throw, Young. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
33, yellow, mega. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. Inside the 20.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black.
In motion
95.
goes the tight end. Young. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Come on, set. 45. White. Green jack. Blue check. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go check.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cade York to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
180. What's that?
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running the toss to Irvin.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Tershawn Wharton never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Cade York on for the field goal.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready? Hut.
They'll throw again. Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Yellow, 22. Set, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they got after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Throwing, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this one off for Evans.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Leonard. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
2nd and 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Off the play fake. Leonard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Leonard. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sean Tucker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
York now for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Panthers 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here we go. 6, right, 95. Check,
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Young. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TV.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Cade York to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Young.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First down, Panthers.
Back ready.
Young will set to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yaya Diaby.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The big fella. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Cade York to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue strike. Ready.
Young now. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now here's Young.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
To the right side, catch made by Abuka.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
We're on Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Leonard. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And just shedding him off there.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Black 40.
Young to throw it. This is caught by McMillan. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Man, that's Leggett.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That is caught. McMillan with it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Let's go now.
It'll be Young again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's got room.
Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 83 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rep thing, like siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in no mark truck just to play freeze tag.
Let's go.
With a bone to pick like it was sea bass.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tampa Bay,